Okay, so my very first question will be, why did you actually came to Egypt and when?
Uh, I went to Egypt in 2016 in May
Mm-hmm.
for I went to get married there
Directly.
with my yeah, I mean I met my husband online, and my husband is raised and born in Qatar.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to travel to Qatar to meet him. I stayed there for like 4 months. Then I went back to my country, to Romania, and after a few months, I went. He told me go to Egypt and wait for me there, sit with my mother and my sister, and I will come and we will get married. So
Wow,
this is the story.
this is definitely different than the normal usual stories.
Yeah, it's a bit different.
It happened with you. You really go for his mom and sister firstly,
Yes.
and how it was for you?
It wasn't. It wasn't strange. I mean, I was already speaking with his sister on WhatsApp
Mm-hmm.
for a few months. They knew about me, that I'm the girl who moved to Qatar for him, and his
Okay.
mom already liked me, that I did that step, and then
Mm-hmm.
so it was okay because his sister is very nice. She's 2 years younger than me, and his mom also. They are open-minded, so friendly. They were actually, his mom suggested that because I was having some disagreements with my parents,
Yeah.
and he told his mom that, look, Dora is always fighting with her family like this, and I don't know how we can be together.
Mm-hmm.
And his mom told him, tell her if she wants to come to sit with us until you finish your things there in Qatar, we can have her here. So she suggested, he told me also, and I said okay.
Wow. Okay, and his family, does they speak English or only Arabic, especially the mom?
No, no. His father is speaking English and German because he lived for many years in Austria,
Okay.
and then he went to Qatar to be a teacher for history and geography. And in Qatar, there are a lot of foreigners, so
Yeah.
he had to speak in English a lot. And his mom is her English is not that good, but I understand her. And then I started to understand Arabic, so now we are mixing the language. She can speak with me Arabic and Saif, and we can communicate. But his brother and his sister, they all speak very good English.
That's good. So I expect they are kind of like a rich family, right?
Uh, they are. They call themselves middle class family in Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
His mom is Turkish also.
Mm.
She's coming from Turkey family, so
Yeah. Well, that's very nice. Okay. And can you tell me like where they are living in Egypt, like in Cairo?
yeah, I was living in Cairo in 6 October, the
Wow,
6 October
it's
area.
a rich family. Come on. This October is the most famous street in Egypt.
Yeah, but we were not living in a compound. We were living in a
Yeah, I understand.
normal area.
Okay. And actually, you are a Muslim?
Yeah, I became Muslim one day before we got married. Yes.
One day before you get married. So you became Muslim because of him, because of your husband, I mean?
No. I knew about Islam uh, for years before I met him, because I have a lot of Muslim friends here in my country,
Mm-hmm.
from Algeria, Tunisia, Morocco. And I started to read the Quran in my language because I ordered it online. And
Okay.
I started to ask more, and my husband Ahmed was the one who introduced me good in Islam. Like he knew how to explain a lot of stuff to me while we were just chatting online. I was asking him a lot of questions.
Yeah.
But here in Romania, to be honest, I didn't. It's not you cannot find a community of Muslims that much. You cannot find a mosque here in my city, so it was hard to go and convert. And when I went to Qatar, I understood more about Islam. I saw Islam with my own eyes, and I saw the mosques. I heard the first time the call of prayer, so it was a nice experience, Qatar. And then in Egypt, the same. I also experienced Islam with his family, and I said, okay, I want to convert because I also wanted to marry religiously, not only on the papers at the Ministry of Justice. So I told them I want to convert, and they said okay. His parents said okay, and they took me to the mosque.
Okay, and I will ask you, did you like the Islam more in Qatar or in Egypt?
I don't know what to say. For example, I saw that I didn't stay that much also in Qatar to experience, the Ramadan there, to experience Eid. But I loved how they celebrate in Egypt, Ramadan, Eid, colors. And in Qatar, from what I know from my husband, it's not like that much. They are not putting lights on the street and this stuff. They are a bit more.
It's not about the decoration. I mean about the people itself. Like, where did you like the Muslim people more? Like, where they was more friendly or more educated?
I didn't stay that much with Qatari people. Also, to say, they are a bit more conservative than Egyptians, and the women are dressing differently. For me, to be honest, at first it was a shock because it was my first time seeing women with Niqab and burqa, so I didn't understand at first.
Okay.
Why like this and like that.
Well, okay, and you are covering yourself? Do you wear a scarf or something like this?
No, I'm not covering for now. No, I'm not. I will do that when I feel like.
Yeah, of course.
I'm 100% certain I want to do that.
Of course, that's the main point. It's just your decision. And what's your opinion actually about Niqab? Are you afraid from the girls?
I'm not afraid from the girls, but sometimes I'm thinking, I don't know, why, how will I, if I pass someone on the street and she's wearing niqab and she says hello to me, I will not know who she is. To be honest, because the eyes, I need to see the face even to recognize that person. So I will think, okay, I will speak with her, but in my head, I don't know who you are and how will I ask you? So who are you? Do I know you? For me, it's this issue. But it's everyone's decision.
Yeah, but I had the same issue when I actually started to wear the niqab and I came here to Egypt. I had the same issue. I couldn't recognize them really. But then I started to notice the eyes like more carefully to focus. Then I started to recognize who, only by eyes you can recognize very well who is she actually. But this takes time to learn.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's move to your wedding in Egypt. You had the wedding in Egypt, you told, right?
Yes, I had the wedding in Egypt.
And how it was for you?
It was very nice. Just his family it was there because it was a short notice wedding. No one could come from my family. But I loved it. I loved the music. I loved the food. How everyone was enjoying it.
And was it?
It wasn't. Yeah.
It's great. So you learned the belly dancing?
Yes, I know belly dancing since I was 10 years old.
Wow,
I
really?
started by myself to dance.
So that was very easy for you then.
Yeah.
Okay, and you had a wedding in the mosque, right? Or you had in some hall?
At first, no. At first, the imam came in our home. We got married, and then after 1 month, we had the wedding party.
Yeah. Okay, that's very nice. Okay, let's move on. Do you have some bad experience in Egypt actually?
Bad experience? Not really. I can say I had. Yeah, there are stuff that I didn't like in Egypt. Unfortunately, they have things that I don't agree with, but I didn't experience anything bad. Maybe because most of the time I was with my husband or someone from his family,
Mm-hmm.
and no one tried to, I don't know, harass me or like this.
Okay,
But no, I cannot say I had a bad experience.
that's perfect actually. I'm happy for it to be honest. And
Yeah.
yeah, because there's the stories, a lot of
Uh,
stories which I listen from the girls are so tragical, really tragical. So I'm
yes,
happy
I
that
know
there is some
also.
change. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And what about your best memory in Egypt?
My best memory, I think it's is when my son was born,
Mm-hmm.
my firstborn. I was happy that I delivered in Egypt because really the doctor was amazing. Uh, yeah, that's the best. I love Egypt. I mean, it has negative stuff, but I always try to see the positive stuff more than the negative. So first, the best memories when he was born, and then the rest when I got married and living there and making a lot of friends.
Mm-hmm. That's very nice. And did you travel around Egypt to some other cities?
I just went to Port Said,
Yeah. Okay.
and I loved that city so much.
Mm-hmm.
That's all because we stayed only in Egypt for like 2 years and a half, almost three. And I was pregnant with a baby, and my husband had some health issues, so we couldn't travel that much.
Mm-hmm.
But we went also to the sea and in Port Said, yeah.
And pyramid now that you are living in Cairo? It's near.
Ah, no, I went to the pyramids. Sure, I went first
Okay.
time when I arrived to Egypt. Then, when my mother came to visit, I was pregnant. And then again, with my friend, she came for New Year's Eve in Egypt. I took her. So I went like 3, 4 times.
Like that's perfect. I love pyramids so
Yeah,
much to be honest. I love the place really.
yes. We lived like 10 minutes away from them by car.
Yeah. It's very nice. I wish to live so near also. And did you go even inside the pyramid?
No, inside, no. We went just inside of I don't know, a tomb, a small tomb, but
Mm.
inside the pyramids, no. From what I understood, they were not allowing in that period to go. I don't know if they keep allowing or not.
I was
But
there to be honest 8 years ago. Sorry, long time.
mm-hmm,
But in the time it was like normal. You could enter anytime. It wasn't forbidden. But I didn't go because I was afraid to be honest. Because I visited a small pyramid and it was so scary for me. It was so deep to the land, to the earth, I mean. So
yeah.
I didn't go to the big one. I was thinking it's enough for me, really.
I mean, I would be scared even to go in a big one. I don't like
Yeah,
small spaces, and no, I
exactly.
prefer not to go.
Yeah,
I feel
like
like I suffocate.
even in the small pyramid, like I was down, so I couldn't even good breathe. The breathing was
Yeah,
so hard
yeah,
for me. It's scary,
sure.
really scary
The,
for me.
it's scary.
Yes. Okay, so my next question is: did you actually work in Egypt?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so yes, you told that he was pregnant, right? So you was at home.
Yeah, I got pregnant right away, and I didn't.
Mm-hmm. Okay, never mind. So what's your best Egyptian food?
Sure. Like everyone, I love kushari,
Mm-hmm.
and I love uh, pasta bechamel and kusa
Mm-hmm.
bechamel. This is my favorite. The way my mother-in-law is making it. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love also bechamel so much. And what about mahshi, the national food Egyptian?
Uh, Not that much because we have also this. We call it sarmale, like the Turkish. We have this in Romania, so for me it's like I'm not that into it.
Yeah, I agree. I hate it to be honest. I really cannot even see it. Yeah. Well, what about you think? What about Egyptian women? I mean, do you think they are treated badly as a slaves by the men, or they are somehow abused in Egypt?
Uh, no, to be honest, no. I mean, sure, like everywhere there are abused women and by their husbands, but in my opinion, no, not like the foreigners think that
Yeah, I
they have to
ask
sit
you.
at home
Yeah.
and like this. No, at all. All my friends, they are Egyptian. They are the wives of my husband's friends, and all of them they are working. They are either doctors or pharmacists or
Mm-hmm.
teachers, or and they are having their own life, their own friends. They are going out. No one is telling them what to do, not to work, to work. They are so happy.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
never heard.
I ask you this question because I told you that I'm from Czech Republic. It's very near from Romania, actually, right? And in
Yeah.
Czech, the people really think that the Egyptian women are like prisoners in the home. Like they see because they are at home, so they don't like put in mind it's something good for them, but they put it oppositely. Like they are the slaves, really prisoners in the home.
Most of the foreign people think about this, about
Yeah.
yeah, most of the even if you ask foreign women living in Egypt, some of them they really think that the Egyptian women are covering because their husbands are making them or the family.
Yeah.
Even now, after seeing that is not true, they still believe this.
True, and I had even like a friends from the Europe actually, and when they saw that I can be at home, they was even envying me so much, and they told me, "Oh, I wish I could be the same." But then oppositely, they still are on this point that we are really prisoners.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, a little bit they are. Okay. Do you plan to ever come back to Egypt actually?
Yes, I really, really want to go back to move there back. But uh, unfortunately, we had to leave. But really, we really want to. Me more. I want more than my husband. He's like, but I want so bad. I miss Egypt every day.
Mm,
Every day I miss it.
I can understand you in this. I was the same. I guess that Egypt has really some own magic, which will always put you
Yeah,
back, put you back.
it's either you love Egypt, either you hate it. There's no middle. From what
Yeah,
I
I agree
saw.
on this.
So
I agree definitely. Mm. But I hope that one day your wish will come true and you will come back here.
I hope really, inshallah, I hope because I really want to return.
Yeah,
It's not an easy life there also, but
of course. But
I hope.
on any place, the life will not be easy. Every country has some good things and some bad things.
Yeah, and but the only thing that scares my husband is in Egypt, it's school, the school tuitions.
Yeah, it's a hard
It's
topic, true.
it's
But
so expensive.
yeah, so expensive, and even the education itself is not that good like in Europe. Mm.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Exactly.
but I believe in something that the education actually come from the home, not from the school, but from the home, from the parents, and from the mother the most.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Education in Romania is the only thing good here is that it's for free, but it's
Yeah.
not so good. It's good that we are learning a lot of foreign languages,
Hmm.
but the rest, it's like old style. They make you learn everything by heart, and this is very bad. They don't
Yeah,
let you
exactly.
to think by yourself.
I agree. They want you to be like a monkey just to listen and
Yeah,
understand.
yeah, exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
But in Egypt we have even schools for free, but they are very bad.
Yeah, no, that those schools, no, unfortunately, no.
Okay, so next question is, are Egyptian men a good husbands and fathers in your opinion?
Oh, yeah, from what I've seen,
Mm.
oh, yes. From what I see, yeah, from what I see from my husband, his brother, other friends, yes, I think they are
Mm.
good husbands and good fathers.
And do you see some difference between the Egyptian and between the men from your country, from Romania?
Oh, yeah, I see difference how they raise the kids. A lot here, men usually do not engage that much in the education of the child,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, maybe younger generation is better, and I don't know, but I see a difference.
Mm-hmm. So that's very good. And your husband treats you nice, you especially?
Ah, yes, sure, otherwise I would not marry him.
Of course. And actually, how long have you been married together?
Will be 4 years. Yeah, 4 years this
That's very
month.
good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, and do you have some advice for other women who would like to live in Egypt or to visit Egypt?
Oh, to live in Egypt. Okay, first I think my advice is to visit Egypt first. Sit 1 week, 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
or 1 month at least. See how Egypt is, if they can live there, and then decide if yes, it's a good move to live in Egypt or not. Because, like I said, Egypt is not for everyone. It's totally different from the Western countries, from the religion to the culture to the traditions to the language to everything.
Yeah, agree.
It's like a shock for some people. They get off of the plane and it's a shock for them. Like, oh God. So, in my opinion, first visit, experience some things, but experience real Egypt. Don't experience the 4 or 5 star hotel.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Experience the real Egypt, the streets, the baladi people, the food from the streets, the everything.
Mm.
That's the real Egypt, not the 5 star hotel.
Yeah, this I agree. This a lot of people misunderstand because they think if they visit Sharm el Sheikh or Hurghada, so this is the Egypt. And I always say to
Yeah,
them,
yeah, yeah,
nothing common with Egypt. Come on, you have to go
yeah,
to the street to see it.
yeah. Exactly. That's not the real one.
Yeah, this is the fake one actually. Okay, do you have something else who you would like to say to us? Some of your personal story, something more?
Yeah, I just want to say to the women that are thinking to marry to an Egyptian man, or they're engaged or talking with an Egyptian man like this, don't don't listen to other stories from other women, like the sad stories where women are saying, all Egyptian men are bad. Look what that guy did to me, and like this and like that. And pay attention to
Mm-hmm.
your own relationship. Pay attention to the man you're talking with. See the red flags if he has, and don't waste your time listening to other stories. Just pay attention to your own story, and this is the way you will see if that man really loves you or not, in my opinion.
Okay, I'll tell you my opinion on this. I little bit disagree because I think, the Egyptians have totally different mentality than the European. So
Yeah, I know.
there's a lot of European who think like they go on the street and some men tell them, "Hey, you are so beautiful, I love you," and they immediately fell for it. So I always say first learn the basic, the rules of Egyptian people, how they think, what's the traditions, how to speak, you know?
Ah, yes, sure, sure.
Yeah, this is
Of course, I agree with
mm,
that, but don't also
yeah, like
listen
don't.
to.
Mm, I mean, I know what you mean. You just wanna say like don't fall for the sad stories, like don't go that all the
Yeah,
Egyptian
don't
are bad.
fail. Yeah, because
Of course, sure.
immediately if you put this in your head that all Egyptian men are bad, you will think that that man is bad also, and you will start to behave in a certain way with him. So maybe he will see, okay, what's wrong with her? So I will become that bad character that you have in your head, you know?
No,
But
that's
I
true.
agree also, when you decide to get married with an Arab Muslim, you need to know a lot of stuff about their traditions, their religion, and
Yeah.
especially to understand, because I know a lot of stories that she no, he's awesome, la la la, and they married, and then she started to understand more about his traditions, his religion, that the kids will take his religion, and she didn't know that, and
Yeah.
why is like that and why is like this. We'll discuss everything from the beginning and then agree if marry or not. I
Exactly.
did this. I did this with my husband. He told me. So things are like this. Ta, 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 ta. The kids will be my religion. If you want to become a Muslim, okay. If not, it's okay with me. I don't mind. But the kids will be like this. So, and he's told me a lot of stuff. Do you agree with it or not?
Mm.
And then I said, yes, I can accept all this. And I can. I mean, I know myself. I knew myself that I will accept everything. And here we are.
Yes, sure. That's actually perfect, but not all people are like you and your husband. As you told, some
Yeah,
people recognize too late.
yeah, I know,
This is a big
unfortunately.
story. Okay, but you are right. Of course, not all the Egyptian men are bad. No, I know that we have so beautiful Egyptian men. I mean, character beautiful men, which will bring a paradise for the woman on the earth. So sure, I
Yeah,
agree with you. There are bad men, but there are even very good men.
yeah, exactly. Like everywhere, like every country. Mine has also awful men,
Hmm.
and they are nice men also.
Sure, but for example, comparing the Europe, I see like the men here are different. That they are like a real man, but in Europe they are kind of weak for me, or at least that's what my opinion about the men different.
Yeah, I agree. Most of men, they are a bit weak here.
Yes.
And yeah, I agree with you. I see from my cousins and like this that I find them so weak in
Mm.
character and
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I guess it's enough for today. We are out of the time. It's already half an hour.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
so thank you so much for this podcast. I was
Me
enjoying
too.
so
Thank
much,
you so much.
and I hope we
Thank
will
you.
stay in touch somehow.
Yeah, thank you so much. Really, thank you so much for having this podcast with me. I hope in the future we'll have more. My experience will be uh, more, and I can tell you more stuff.
Of course, we will stay in touch. No worry. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So okay. Have a nice time. Bye bye.
You too. Take care. Bye bye.